What's up guys, my name is Elle and welcome to or back to the coffee shop project. We have not done a lot of espresso here so far. We've done a lot of manual brewing methods and cuppings, which are super cool, but my family makes a lot of lattes and I thought I would show you 3 that we love today. And I'm gonna be using Proverbial Cup espresso. Mark Crawford sent it over to me. I interviewed him a few months back and that's gonna be linked down below if you wanna check it out, and subscribe because I'm gonna be interviewing his son Max here in a couple of weeks. Let's make some lattes. So before we get going making the drinks, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my machine. So I'm a huge fan of Breville. I've been using them for 3 or 4 years now, and I love them because of their exceptional customer service. You know, espresso machines, they have issues sometimes, and I've never had problems getting everything fixed up with them. We have the option to do a single or a double shot. I'm a double shot person, and then we have this nice little burr grinder with a handful of settings, portafilter, and of course our steam wand where we're gonna make our delicious lattes. And I'm just gonna make a regular caramel latte first. So if you're making just a regular latte, you're gonna start with some shots, but because we're doing a flavored latte, we're gonna start with syrup. And my dad likes caramel syrup. So we are gonna add 3 pumps of Starbucks caramel syrup to our mug, and then set that off to the side while we pull some amazing Proverbial Cup shots. Grab our portafilter and grind. I am pulling a double shot today, and now we're gonna tamp it. And it's time to pull. I used to pull my shots in shot glasses and then dump them in, but I've gotten into the habit of whenever I can just putting the mug straight under so that I don't waste any crema. And if you were wondering, our grind when we're making espresso shots is a number 4 on my Breville here. Let's set this off to the side and froth some milk. Frothing milk is arguably the most fun part of making a latte because I love making foam. I'm gonna pour my milk in, and I am just gonna put the milk to right under where the spout indents in the jug, like that. Now we're gonna turn the machine on and off so that it gets going as fast as possible. Purge it right under like this kind of, so it's like half under, half in, turn it on. And I learned my espresso basics from Lance Hendrick at a Breville barista class actually. And he taught me that the first thing that you do is you get it half under the milk, half outside of the milk, and make bubbles until the milk through the jug feels like you're touching the inside of your arm. And now we're gonna purge the wand slightly deeper, just under the surface of the milk. You don't want to put it too deep because we're trying to get a whirlpool motion going. So you can see it starting over here. And I'm gonna keep it kind of like this until the jug is so hot that it's like scalding my hand. Piping hot. We're gonna let the wand finish up. And then we're gonna give it a nice little tap, tap, tap. Swirl, 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 and now we're gonna pour. I'm not gonna lie, I have not learned latte art yet, but I would say my milk frothing skills are up there. I have a little too much of the base milk, so I'm gonna pour a little bit of the excess milk out because what I really want on top of my latte is that thick, creamy foam. Gorgeous. It's almost like whipped cream, and honestly I enjoy it more than whipped cream, so I love serving it in these clear mugs because you can just see the layers. And if I wouldn't have topped the latte with the pretty foam there, it would have just been called a flat white. So if you're at Starbucks and you're ordering a latte with no foam, order it as a flat white and you'll sound fancy. Delicious every time. Now that we got my dad taken care of and he's not gonna come in and make a latte in the middle of my filming like he always does, so it's the perfect time to make my favorite drink, which is a Cortato. I had a Cortato for the first time at Ascension in Dallas a couple months back, and I loved it because I personally think just first thing in the morning, drinking a full latte is a little bit too much like a dessert, but a Cortato is 2 ounces of espresso in 2 ounces of light foamed milk, put it together in this cute little clear glass. I don't like using clear glasses to make them first thing in the morning because I feel like not drinking the coffee in a mug is kind of against my ritual. So I'm gonna show you the way that I like to make it in these adorable little mugs. First thing we're gonna do again, make shots. And there will be no syrup in this one because I live with the mentality of high caffeine, low calorie. So we're just gonna pull these shots straight into the cup. Get that amazing crema. So good. I love seeing espresso shots pour into white mugs. Something about it is just like paint on a canvas. It's stunning. And this shot is beautiful. Look at that crema. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for this one. Now I'm gonna move on to frothing my milk. And I froth as much milk as I would for a normal latte because I have found that it's really hard to accurately froth milk, only putting a little bit in, and usually I just use the extra milk to make another drink for someone in my family. Again, same principle, steam wand, just a little bit, half under the surface, half above the surface, make it till it feels like you're touching the inside of your forearm, then purge and steam until it feels like you are scalding your hand. So with the Cortato, you're going for light foam. So I actually might put the steam one down a little earlier than I would for a latte so that it doesn't get too thick. Get the bubbles out. There we go, that's a beautiful whirlpool. Okay, that is burning hot. Swirl, 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 and tap. I have way too much milk here for just the Cortato, so I am gonna start by doing just a teensy bit of the regular milk. Remember, I only want 2 ounces in here. And it's, oh my gosh, it's a beautiful texture. I wish I had the skills to do latte art. You guys can take a look at that. I'm gonna dump a little bit of my excess milk out until I get to the foam part. And now we're gonna add some foam. Wonderful, look at it just layer on there. Oh my gosh, it's almost, I love seeing it just almost spill over. It's like a piece of artwork. I almost can't drink it, but I need some more coffee, so. Absolutely amazing. Our third drink is definitely not how I start my day. I don't love iced coffee in the morning, but it's definitely a fan favorite in my circles. My friends all go to school like down the street from me, and every now and then they'll come over after school and ask me to make them iced coffee because let's be real, we're teenagers and milk's expensive. So I have my shaker and I fill it about 3/4 halfway-ish with ice. I'm not gonna lie, I eyeball it. And then I add in my 2 shots of espresso, and I gotta say, Proverbial Cup, your creme is amazing. Pop that in there. And then we have our milk. And I like to pour it to about the top of the ice, but the ice is still sticking out on top. And this is about where I have fun with it. I like to doctor iced coffee, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been told that I have a good palate for it. And my friend's favorite is a dominantly lavender with a little splash of vanilla latte. So we're gonna start by adding in a touch of our homemade lavender syrup. My dream someday is to get to the point where I'm making all my own syrups because it's definitely better for you. And then we're gonna add in 1, 2, 3 pumps of my favorite syrup in the world, Starbucks vanilla. And now it's time for the fun part. We're gonna go shake it up. And this is kind of the opposite of frothing the milk. You froth the milk till it gets so hot that you can't touch the jug. I like to get the shaker so cold that you can't touch it because your fingers are gonna like fall off. Check our foam, look at that. It's like this perfect caramely brown shade. We're gonna pour first into this really cool cup that I got. And then it usually goes up to around the rim. Get it all out. And then we have our foam. Absolutely beautiful. And tastes even better. So we're a little messy now, and if you got one thing out of this video, I hope you caught that I love making foam. I think making latte foam, whether it be cold or hot, is the most fun part of coffee, and I hope that you enjoyed learning a couple of my favorite recipes to share with my family and friends. If you liked this video, drop a comment, tell me what recipe you want to try at home, and I would love if you would consider subscribing. I post here every Saturday at 3, and I will see you somewhere else on the internet. Bye guys.